Well, Dwight, what did you make of that clean sheet? Pretty good performance in some ways. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought we were a little bit patchy tonight. We wasn't really at our best. Understandable. We had a pretty difficult week in terms of preparation. A little bit dismantled with obviously winning the cup and celebrating it, and people letting their hair down a little bit, which is fine. Yeah, but we know that this was going to be a really good test for us. And I felt that we coped with it despite we were on the back foot most of the game. I felt from a defensive standpoint we were fantastic, and yet that was part of where we can build on. We've been really, from a defensive point of view, extremely good to this point, and tonight was just another indication for how well we are defensively.
Was that always going to be a challenge after such a high to get yourself back up again?
Yeah, I've been there. I understand that, and I think the players, myself, we try to safeguard the players as best as possible. But when you become winners, everyone wants a little bit of part of you, and that's part and parcel of the game. But overall, I felt that we have done what we needed to do, make sure we didn't lose the game, and that's the sort of mentality I try to bring at the football club.
You mentioned that you had to play a lot without the ball. Do you expect that coming into the game, or do you think you might have more of the ball?
Not really, no. I expected us to dominate the ball because that's part and parcel of our process. And sometimes we got to be mindful that we are playing away from home in a very difficult game against a very good team and well organized. And I felt that the first time we've been able to play against a back five, we haven't been able to do that over the period of time we've been here. So that was a little bit confusing for the players. So, I'm relatively new into the managerial part of it as well. So that gives me another learning curve from a tactical point of view, how we can change things around very quickly when they go into a back five. But we haven't really encountered that yet. So having said that, I felt like we dealt with it defensively well enough.
As a newish manager, like you mentioned, how do you make sure that lag from the Australia Cup doesn't persist after this week?
No, I think it's expected. I think that's just the nature of it when you come off such a high, and you got to refocus yourself a few days later, literally less than a week to get prepared. You're always going to get those ups and downs. These are young guys. We are relatively a young team, never been in those winning sort of scenarios before, winning trophies. So you can understand, some of the players not being fully focused. But it's my job to try and get them back as quickly as possible. And if we can come away not playing, being at our best and getting a point in a very difficult situation, I will take it any day of the week.
And just one on Arzani's substitution. What was the thought process behind that?
Well, again, for me as a manager, you got to make decision that for the better of the team. I felt that he wasn't really particularly at the races. We seen little glimpse, but wasn't enough. I think attacking-wise, he was fine, but defensively, we wasn't doing what we asked him to do. And as a manager, even though your best players is on the pitch, you got to make those tough calls. And I made a call to benefit the team.
What's the pass mark for you this year, do you think, Dwight? Do you see your team as a finals team?
Yeah, listen, we're here to win it. That's always been the mentality. We finished 7th. We want to finish in the top 4, give ourselves a chance. I think that has to be the goal. I think I've inherited a great bunch of guys, a really unbelievable players. They got to just trust the process. And it's been 3 months. We're only going to get better and stronger going forward. We're still implementing our style, our method, our philosophy into the game. Players are still getting used to it. There's still some work to be done, and I feel confident with my players that the thing that is encouraging, that they're prepared to work hard and want to learn, and I think that is always a good ingredient to go forward. But yeah, we look into being in the mix throughout the season.
Who was your best today? Who did you really like out there that did
I think from
a
defensive standpoint, I thought we were superb. The goalkeeper were great. We made the save when he needed to. I think Ivan at the back and the two centre half was really good. I think Matt came on and gave us a little bit of extra going forward. But I can't fault my defensive unit because they've been outstanding. We only conceded 2 goals in the time that we've been here, and tonight is just another example of what we all about, and we can build from there knowing that we have great attacking players going forward.